Indigenous Services Minister Mandy Galmasti says that her department will be working on a number of priorities in this sitting. This includes reintroducing the First Nations Clean Water Act, which died on the order paper in the last Parliament.
We did commit that we would be putting the water legislation back on the table. I hope that everybody in the House is going to support this process. Water is a very critical issue in community. We want to be sure that people view this as a non-partisan agenda and that they work with us to really push those solutions forward for them.
Monday was also the first time Prime Minister Mark Carney and Conservative opposition leader Pierre Poilievre faced off against each other in question period. This after Poilievre lost his Ottawa seat in the spring election, but gained a new one in a summer by-election in Alberta. NDP MP Leah Gazan says her party will continue to challenge the government on Bill C-5. She adds the announcement of a new Indigenous Advisory Council last week to advise on major projects makes little difference.
I think it's just another action of the federal government, smoke and mirrors action, to appear as if they're consulting when in fact they are failing to uphold the jurisdictional and rights to self-determination of Indigenous peoples. They are certainly violating rights contained within Section 35 and Section 35(3) of the Constitution.
Gazan also says the NDP will press the Liberals to withdraw any projected cuts to Indigenous services in the upcoming budget.
They've already made it clear that there's going to be 15% cutbacks on, for example, Indigenous services, ISK, Crown Indigenous relations, when there's no wiggle room. So they are building a military and building an economy on the backs of people that have already had their human rights violated and people who are already left behind.
But Galmasti says her department is working to make Indigenous services more efficient without reducing services.
We really did a lot of reflection at ISK to see how are we going to go and find those efficiencies in our department. We are a large department. We wanted to hone in and see what are those programs that are really working for community, what are some programs that are not reaching their targets, what can we do to really align with supporting the communities in the way they want to be supported.
This sitting of Parliament is scheduled to wrap up in mid-December. Fraser Needham, APTN National News, Ottawa.